Hey everybody, it's the Brain Diva, Carrie Bowen. I'm really getting used to the whole Brain Diva name. Anyway, the more I go around town, the more people see me and they're like, the Brain Diva. And so I'm owning it. And I really have to tell you, today there were two tragedies, and one you may not have heard about because it was a minister in California, and the other one was in Jacksonville. And today I was out marketing my Master Your Mind workshop that I'm holding on Friday here in Charleston, and it's free. And I was out looking for sponsors, donations, anything that businesses wanted to share, like health food stores and things. And I was just driving around town thinking about like success and really mastering your own mind, because it has taken me such a long time. I'm 41 years old and I feel like I'm just now that I can honestly, share what I know and what I've learned over the years. And I was listening to Grant Cardone the other night, which, if you don't know who he is, Grant Cardone is a self-made millionaire, was a car salesman at one time, broke, and he took classes, taught himself. So I was listening to him and it really hit me, he's like, everybody has their choices. Everybody has to decide whether they're going to stay where they are and be stuck or take control. And it's so true. And when I think of these tragedies that happened today, and I think about how in today's society, it's almost like we let so many things influence us throughout the day. And this does not segregate or show preference. Like, this applies to all ages, all walks of life, all skin color, all level of education. Like, it does not taking control of your own mind and really understanding what that means, it doesn't show mercy. The people that are closest to me, I have some friends that know when I'm struggling because I reach out to them. And because I have to. Part of taking control of your own mind is understanding that you need to reach out for help and just talk about things and voice them and think through them, but also finding time to be by yourself. Like, I'm by myself right now, by the water, because I just need to think. I'm going to go for a walk on the Ravenel Bridge because I didn't exercise today. That is vital for brain health. Typically, I don't go this deep on Facebook Lives, but today has really gotten to me that I was listening to Napoleon Hill and the success video that many entrepreneurs have listened to or have heard. And he talks about taking possession of your own mind. And I think a lot of people really don't understand what that means. A lot of people, and I just, I'm still really realizing it myself. And I study the brain and I study success. And this is part of what I'm going to talk about on Friday at my workshop. It's just a little piece of it. Really taking possession of your own mind and being accountable for your thoughts and your actions and your feelings, knowing where that junk is coming from, how we can channel it for success, how we can communicate to others to make sure that we're communicating properly. I just at today listening, I don't usually listen to the news because it's depressing, but I'm always on social media, so I hear what I see, and I hear what is going on, because I have to know what is going on in the world. And I will say that a lot of our teenagers and even a lot of our young adults are really into this gaming thing, right? All right, well, the gaming industry is hiring psychologists. Why? Because they know that everything starts with the brain, and they know that they need to tap into our brains to get us addicted to the game, to make it exciting, to make it challenging and fun. The food industry has known that forever, okay? So we, as the average person, not as corporations, like $1 million corporations, need to realize that everything starts with the brain. We need to get that. We need to understand that. And I tell you what, I am definitely on a mission. I don't know how many of you woke up early at 5:30 a.m. to see my interview with Dr. Elizabeth Castle, but I was on her show for 30 minutes, and we just touched upon some stuff. We didn't even go deep, but it kind of got me started, thinking about, wow, this is it. Like, I'm owning the Brain Diva. I am owning it. I think I know it's my calling. It's my calling to share how to take control of your own mind. Take possession of your own mind. Because that's the only thing that's going to... I see Megan, hi. Yeah, I can see the comments. Sometimes I can't, but I just... It's blowing me away right now, what the things that I'm realizing, the things that are coming to me, that, I had control. I thought I had control of my own mind for so many years, but I allowed so many things outside to influence me. We all do. And you're going to be influenced. We can't turn that off, but we just have to understand how our own brains work, how our own mind works, and make sure that we are the ones making the decisions, and we are the ones putting the words out of our mouth, and we're responsible and being accountable for all that. It all comes together for our success and happiness. But it all starts with the brain. Like, everything that I write, today when I was out handing out sponsor sheets, guess what? The first thing, the Brain Diva was at the top, and the very next thing below, master your mind, conquer your chaos. Everything starts with the brain. Like, that is when I type in everything into my phone and into my iPad, like, that's the predictive text. It already knows what I want to say. Scary. The iPad knows, right? So that is how I think. Everything starts with the brain. It does. Everything coming in. I just said that on Friday, I think, to a friend, just like, the old computers, we had to type in run and exit, and the old Oregon Trail game, right? Like, garbage in, garbage out. We had to tell the computer what to do. It's the same with our brain. We have to tell our brain what to do or how to think. We wire it. We wire our own brains, or we allow the influences, the outside, to help us wire our brains. So we have to make sure we're laying down the right wiring, right? So we get good stuff in, good stuff out. It's when the junk comes in and we let it lay those pathways down that it gets really sketchy. So, hey Wendy, I'm so excited. I'm seeing the comments now. For a while I wasn't seeing the comments. But I had to get on and do a Facebook Live today because it's just really wearing on me. Some of the strongest people we see are really struggling, like, you know, Kate Spade, and, you know, we know Robin Williams and things like that. We're thinking, what in the world? They were, you know, they had everything. It's our brains, people. We need to take possession of our own mind. And there's a lot more to that than just doing 5 minutes of meditation in the morning and eating some kale. I mean, there's seriously so much more to that. So if you can be here in Charleston on Friday, I would love you to be there. You know, it's free, and I'm going to put the link in the comments. But if you can't, I want you to go to my website and sign up for my newsletter. Yeah, it's a pitch for my newsletter, but guess what? I'm going to put good stuff in the newsletter. So it's not, you know, obviously I'm going to put things in there for my own business and for other people's businesses when I think it's helpful to you, to help you master your mind. But man, I love doing my physical therapy. I really do. With my little kiddos, I love it. Because their little brains are like malleable and fun, and it's just amazing to work with them. But the Brain Diva, this is my calling. I'm owning it, and I want to help millions take possession of their own mind. I really do. It's like now or never that we all wake up and see that we need to really realize what's coming into our minds and what we're putting out into the world. It is. So anyway, thank you for listening. I know this was a whole lot deeper than I normally go, but you know what? Get used to it. It's time for this. So everybody have a good night. I'm going to go for a walk on the Ravenel and get my exercise. So if you haven't exercised today, you need to get outside and get some exercise. Go for a walk. Swing some kettlebells or bounce some basketballs with your kiddos, or get out and do something, but get some exercise. Then go home and relax. Don't even turn on the TV. Just go home and relax and let your brain be quiet for a little bit. And just sit with this video and think about it. We have to take possession of our own minds for happiness and success. Have a good night, everybody.